Vayne, isn't it about time you level up your level 4 Mika? Or maybe your Layla? Or even your Yao Yao? Yeah, probably. And didn't you pre-farm all of their materials and local specialties, spending several weeks and thousands of resin? Yep, I did that. So why are you making a Keqing video? Well, I just want to kind of play Keqing. But okay, let me know in the comments if you want videos about the other three still. But for now, Keqing needs me and I need to fix my Keqing. Welcome back, bullies. Today we're spending over 3,000 resin to fix my Keqing and finally bring her from the stone ages of Keqing builds and fast forward her all the way to 2023. I'll be switching her weapon, leveling her talents, and spending a bunch of resin on her artifacts. This way we can show off just how great she is with the release of Dendro and all these new units. Real quick, bullies, I stream 3 times a week on Twitch currently, so make sure to follow me there if you want to catch me live. And if you've been watching the channel for a while now, you should already know them. Morgan & Morgan has decided to sponsor another video. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 800 lawyers in 49 states. Injured and don't know where to start? With Morgan & Morgan, it's so easy. You can submit your case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and medical records all from your cell phone. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim without ever having to leave your couch. And you can text your attorney and legal team throughout the entire duration of your case. In 8 clicks or less, you can submit a claim to Morgan & Morgan. So if you're ever in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. You can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without having to leave your couch. And for more information, go to forthepeople.com or dial #law. That's #529 from your cell phone. Thank you again, Morgan & Morgan, for continuing to sponsor the channel. Welcome back, bullies. I know this is not what we were expecting, a Keqing video out of nowhere, but you know what? I've been waiting to make this for a while, and it finally felt like the right time with a little bit of a content drought with 3.5, as well as me not exactly being the biggest fan of Mika, Layla, or Yao Yao. So, unfortunately, actually I take that back. Yao Yao is amazing, but unfortunately I don't feel like building them currently at the moment. So what I'm going to do today is try to fix my Keqing. I've already got all the parts assembled. This video, unlike most, we don't actually need to level Keqing, which is nice because I'm running out of these freaking purple gems. Instead, what we have to level, we've got different weapon options. This is currently what she's using. We've got, I don't know what this is. This is just an abomination. Constellations, she is a C1. The C1 actually is pretty good. We'll go into the constellations a little bit later. In terms of talents, she's currently 867, and that's about it for my Keqing. Friendship 10 though. Always gotta have the border. All right, so before we do this, I need to turn on my full Keqing main simpage. We're gonna find the profile picture and we're gonna go change our name card. Oh god, which one is Keqing's? Oh god, which one's Keqing's? Wait. If only he could read. They literally say Keqing at the bottom. They have the name of the characters. There it is. Number 1 way to becoming a Keqing main is you gotta cosplay as a Keqing main. So that step's done. Let's have a look at what I've already pre-farmed. So in terms of the weapon, I really did want the Mist Splitter. And to be honest, there is a little part of me that wants to just ball out and do 20 pulls right now. But unfortunately, we've done 3 weapon banners over 3 different patches that have the Mist Splitter. Each time I've failed, I think it's a sign for me to just stop. You know what? Is right around the corner. I need to be responsible. So we're going to stop with that. Instead, we've got the next best option, which is actually really good still for her. And that is our Hytham signature, which is currently on Ayaka right now. But the thing with this one is that it increases your normal attack. After your normal attack does elemental damage, then you get this infusion, which gives you extra damage based on your EM. And the good thing is with Keqing and the release of Dendro, she's now actually really good. Aggravate is a really potent team comp and does a lot of damage. And that means we can afford to build some elemental mastery on her, and this is not wasted. That and the stats are pretty fat, so can't go wrong with that. The only thing is, I wish this was purple, but it looks fine, right? It's the Shrek sword. Shrek sword. Anyways, artifacts is probably what we're gonna need a lot of love. Same with the talents. I used to play her physical Keqing to beat the early levels of Abyss. It was a rough time, okay? We don't have to go back there. But I would like to level these up, at least get these to level 8 each, and maybe getting the auto attack up to 9. In terms of the constellation, C1 is one of her better ones. It makes her E, when you recast it, do an AoE attack, which is pretty cool. C2, I don't have it, but let's be honest, when you do an attack and they are hit with Electro, there's 50% chance to get a elemental particle every 5 seconds. So some characters C2, you get Raiden, who just does 70% more damage with her burst, and then you get Keqing, who gives you half an energy particle, essentially, every 5 seconds. So not all characters are built the same, unfortunately, even when they're 5-star, but that is what it is. We can't really change that. What we can change though are the artifacts. Let's have a look at what I've been farming. So I've been doing some farming on stream. Quick plug to my Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/InvaneYT. If you want to catch me live, where we actually farmed artifacts and we gambled to re-roll some of these, and we got some pretty pog artifacts. Also, just quickly with her sets, I know Gilded Dreams is a decent option on her, but her two best are Thunder Soother, and actually her best is Thundering Fury, so that's the one we've been farming for. Sano's been hogging a lot of these good pieces. We're probably going to be stealing it off him, but I'll show you guys some of the other stuff that I've got. So we might even re-roll some in this video, because I remember the flowers and feathers not being particularly good. In terms of the sands, I think you can use either attack or EM, so we'll find one that works. Whichever has better substance, I think gives more damage. And then in terms of the goblet, so this is where I was struggling, okay? Look at this. I have this set with electro goblets. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, and recently I've just gotten the 4th. So we have 4 electro goblets on set. And how many of them are bad? Well, we've got one that rolled a bunch into defense and HP. We've got one that rolled into defense, and then we have one that has no useful subs. So I was starting to feel like the game hated me a little bit, which it probably does, understandably so. But today we got this. It's not perfect. It could have used an attack percent roll or another crit roll, but it's good. And you know what? Good is better than one half decent crit damage roll and everything else going into defensive stats. So that's where we start. We have an on-set electro damage Thundering Fury goblet. Okay, this makes building a lot easier. And next up, I want to show off this piece. Although we have a crap ton of crit damage already, this piece, I don't know if I can get better than this piece. It has 1 defense percent roll, I know, but then it has 16.3 crit rate. That's not crit damage, that's crit rate. That's an easy 4 to 5 crit rate rolls, plus 2 EM rolls and an attack percent. This artifact, even if it makes the stats lopsided, is absolutely cracked. I'll see if I can find any other crit rate. I know Keqing ascends with crit rate, so maybe it will be okay, but I can already tell it's going to be a little bit spicy with how the ratios are going to work. So if I just remove everything that she's got currently and the weapon, she's starting off with 300 attack. She's got, oh, I lied. She scales on crit damage. Oh boy. She's gonna have a lot of crit damage. Lovely. Okay, we definitely need to try to fix that ratio. And then that's about it in terms of her current stats. Let's give her the weapon again. Shrek Sword, I know, Shrek Sword. And then Goblet, we already decided. There it is. Okay, so let's start by leveling up the artifacts. I know this is not usually how I do it, but I want to do this first. This artifact already starts with 4 lines. Really, I want to see EM and I want to see crits. ER is okay, but Keqing doesn't really need any. Her burst costs pretty much nothing, and you're generating a crap ton of particles already. So just show me some love. Show me EM, show me crits. Okay, well, even ER would have been better than flat defense. Please, don't make me eat my words. Okay, I thought I finally got a half decent artifact. Okay, EM's good. EM is probably one of the best things you can get here, especially with Aggravate Keqing. So EM again or crit would be nice. Okay, crit, that's also very, very good. We need crit. Remember, our ratio is very, very lopsided. Okay, EM, this is really good. Now we've got 5 damage rolls. Okay, this is what we want to see. If we can get 6, this will actually be a really, really good artifact. And I'm not even hitting the copium this time. Okay, not bad. 3 crit rate rolls, 3 EM rolls. The defense, it's not good. Let's just be honest, it's pretty crap. And that means we can try using our high crit damage, circle it, and we can off-piece on something else. So I am completely lost. This old man has lost it. Rosario, hand that over. I didn't know why you have that. Now for the sand. So what we're really looking for is EM or attack percent. So this one has 3 attack, 2 crit rate. Not bad. Overall 5 damage rolls. This one, nope, that's just bad. What about, oh, if only this was attack on the top or EM. These attack ones, that's got 1 crit damage roll. This has got some EM and ER, some EM. I mean, it could be worth leveling some of these just to 4, and then we can see if it gets any good subs. So let's do that now, and I'll show you guys the result. Defense. Okay, these are not it. So you know what? For now, we take Sinos. We might make this the offset piece. We'll figure that out. Having a look at my feathers, I've got this one that has, that's a lot of crit rate actually. That's, I think, 4 rolls, 2 crit damage. So that's overall 6 damage rolls. Not bad. Can we do better though? I would like something that has crit rate and EM. That's my ideal. So crit rate, EM, ER, maybe an attack percent. I'm just going to level all these to 4 and see if we have anything that might be good. Can we get some crit rolls? Oh god! 2 attack, 2 EM, 3 crit. 2 attack, 2 EM, that's 4. 3 crit, that's 7. Technically better. Technically more damage. Oh, I don't like that feeling. Okay, we might switch it out. We'll see how that goes. Then here, I think we run into the same problem, you know? We have some things that look like there's potential, but you know what? Maybe we talk to the crafting bench. Crafting bench, share your wisdom with us, please. Some flowers and feathers that are nice. Maybe a sands would be cute too. Whoa, that is a lot of goblets. What? I just leveled the other one and you give me an even better goblet. Okay, maybe I shouldn't act spoiled. You know what? This is good. This okay. Sure. And a Dendro goblet and another EM goblet. I was just gonna show off the other one that I got. They got double crit on it. What is this? I think I might have become addicted to gambling in the strongbox. Everything else sucks though. Let's try this again. Number 13. Flowers, feathers, sands. Goblets again. Okay. Flowers. Oh, sorry, feathers. Herclets. I'm not trying to be rude. You did give me some amazing stuff, but like, can we just please round it out? Okay, a lot of feathers, a lot of flowers, a lot of sands. Oh, they're not great. They're not great. That's not it. Okay, you know what? Let's have a look. I think we could start by taking this, right? That's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 6, you know, 6 useful stats. Not horrible. It's not a tragedy. It's kind of a tragedy actually, but it's not a full-blown tragedy. I'm kind of tempted to make this the flex because although that's, you know, 5 useful subs, I feel like we could do better. This one, and no one's using it, which is another good thing. The final thing though, just when I leveled my freaking goblet, you give me a better goblet and you suck me back in. So look at these goblets that I've gotten, right? So we've got this one, which is arguably better than the one we just got. We've got this EM one, which is absolutely cracked, but then I got another EM one that's also cracked. What the hell is this? Either way, this is like pretty much the perfect EM goblet I've ever seen. It's kind of crazy. If only this was a Sans. If this was a Sans, this piece would be mwah, chef's kiss, but unfortunately not. So you know what? Let's try to level this. Let's go. Okay. That would have loved some, you know, crit rate, maybe, perhaps, but it's not bad. At least it's not flat. Could be worse. Let's put one of these in. Do you double? Nope. Might as well get the final stat out. Okay, what do you got? Okay, what is that? 1, 2, 3. That's 6 rolls. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also 6 rolls, except one has way more crit rate. The other one has flat attack. I think we go with this then. For now. So we've got a 4-piece Thundering Fury, which is solid. 1.8k attack, also very solid. 150 EM, maybe on a little on the low side. Ratio, actually not as bad as I thought. 70 crit rate to 260 crit damage. ER, this really doesn't matter. Her burst is like 40 energy cost. It's like one of the lowest in the game. I don't think there's anyone lower than her, so she should be sorted. Next up, let's go fix up her talents, and then we'll talk about team. Let's get everything to 8 first. What is this? Prosperity. God, who uses prosperity? And Eula, I love gambling, so please. Okay, not bad, not bad. Anything more than 3, I'm going to be very happy. I mean, maybe I should have set expectations higher. When I say anything more, that didn't just mean 1, but you know, at least it's not less. So let's get these talents up. Awesome. Okay, that should be talents done. I think I just dropped, what was that, 1.5 million more. Lovely. That's all her gear done. Let's talk about team comp. So, for those looking to play Keqing, Aggravate is probably her best team comp right now. Generally, the way you want to run it is 1 Dendro, 2 Electro, and then a fill slot for the end. So, for example, I would have these 2, and then Miko is the 3rd. Or you could have something like Official, something that can proc. Okay, even in Mandarin, Official talks a lot. Okay, but someone like Official would actually be really good here because they can proc the Aggravate a lot. And the only thing you need to proc Aggravate with is you just need Dendro from the heater 1 time and they can just keep procking it. So usually you run double Electro, 1 Dendro. With Baizu coming out soon, maybe you can replace Nahida or put him as a flex because then you have healing on the team. You can also put someone like Kuki. She will heal the team and also provide that. If you want more damage with your final slots, you've also got things like Kazaha, so you can swirl Electro. You can't swirl Dendro, but you can swirl the Electro, and Aggravate will do Electro damage, so you actually get the damage amp out of it and provide some CC. You can put in Mr. John Lee, okay, Zhong Li before people in the comments come at me, but you can use him as well. He'll provide Universal Shred for your Dendro and your Electro, as well as just making you pretty much invincible, which is nice. It's pretty hot. Those are most of your options there. So for me today, I'm thinking John Lee, okay, I'm gonna stop saying that ironically. Zhongli, you're off the team. I'm gonna switch it with something like this, I think. So we've got a weird girl with her bird, little baby, a guy with no home, and a girl trying to cosplay as a cat. So pretty good team. Definitely all normal people here. I'm just gonna quickly check my team real quick. So I think Kazuha's all good. I'll just show off my Kazuha. 800 EM, 200 ER. This is a little excessive. You don't need this much, but it is nice to have. Always having the burst up. Nahida, I've got her on stack frags. 4-piece Deepwood, and she's not on the EM build, I think. Whoa, why does she have so much EM? Okay, she is on the EM build, but I actually have her as like a DPS. She's got crit and danger damage because she's not the one doing the reactions in this comp, so she's better off doing her best in terms of personal damage. Then we've got Fischl, who for some reason I think I've stolen her weapon. You've got a couple options here. You can go for a more supportive one here. You can also use like a Fav to generate more particles for the team, but everyone's energy requirements are super low on this team, so I probably would skip that. If you're using this exact team, you can go for something like a Skyward Harp for personal damage, or even a Stringless, which will give her more EM and actually be pretty good for damage here too. So I might use a Stringless. In terms of her artifacts, 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Thundering Fury would be pretty good, but you can pretty much switch it around. So what I might do, because I have this extra piece, I might as well use that. And she's already got this, which means we pretty much just switch whatever this is for some Glad pieces or Shiminawa. Let's use some Glad because I don't want to steal my Hu Tao pieces. My brain is too small to remember to put them back. So let's go here. This one's not bad, you know, it's got some crit, it's got some EM, it's got some attack. This is literally like a soup with everything in it. You're not missing anything, but there's nothing exceptional in one field or the other. And here you probably want to go attack as well, but you can do anything. So this one, not the best, but it's not bad. So we'll take this. So what do her stats look like? 200-ish EM, 1.9k attack, decent crit ratio, no ER, but she doesn't really need it because you got 2 electro units with really low burst costs, and their focus really isn't the burst anyway, and she's got that electro damage. Keqing looking pretty similar, except her crit ratio is looking absolutely cracked, and she's ready to go. What I'm going to do is I've already done my dailies, but I haven't done my bounty. So let's start with testing that as the baseline. Her kneecaps. Okay, she's fine. And she's on fire. Whoops. Excuse me, so I need a bounty quick so she can stop being ignited. Please, fast. So the first thing, target is immune to geo damage. That's not a problem to us. Perfect. As long as you're not immune to electro damage, we're eating good. For most situations though, in this team comp, I would probably recommend not using Kazuha, or at least putting Baizu or Kuki on this. Probably wouldn't use Dori, just so you have some sort of healing, because that's gonna suck if you don't have that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put out the bird. We take a little picture, we swirl. I probably should have put this down earlier. That's a mistake. And how much damage are we doing? Holy moly, why am I in the sky? Okay, I saw 20k, 10k. That was more a skill issue on my part, forgetting to reactivate her electro. If you do manage to do it, I'm sure you do a lot more damage, but let's try it on something a little tankier. Where are these birds? Another good thing about Keqing, guys. Mr. Editor, take that out of the video, please. Kidding, keep it. All right, so if we go to the old tried and true base testing of the Premature Fisher, one of the things I miss about playing Keqing is just having her in the overworld. Sure, there are a lot of characters like Yalan who are better now, but just being able to explore, run around with her E, honestly, was a lot of fun. Just being able to, you know, aim it. And yes, technically our Hytham can do this too now as well. They're a very similar skill, but his cooldown is long, especially when you're trying to get to high up places, getting treasure chests and everything. Keqing's a lot of fun. And I think a lot of things that people forget about is that a lot more people end up with things like Keqing rather than an Hytham or these limited characters. Everyone's bound to get a Keqing eventually, right? So having these videos out means when they do get it, or for the people that get it from their first set of pulls, or they lose their 50-50, they still know how to build and they can still have a fun time. All right, so we're just gonna set up real quick. Do one of these. We're gonna take a picture, do one of these, and then now it's just time to go. Okay. Ow. What if I burst? Okay. It's not. Oh, little baby's dying. Little baby's dying. Oh dear. Okay. I need an adult. Help. Help. I've changed my mind. We're putting Zhongli on the team. Not only will it make the rotation easier, oh my god, I take a lot of damage, bro. It's a skill issue on my part. You probably don't need to do this, or you'll have a healer, so it doesn't matter. But man, clicking buttons, kind of hard. I'm gonna blame it on my 220 ping, okay? So what does my Zhongli have real quick? Bav, no constellations, that's fine. Millith, okay, still good. Let's go fight something else. Let's go fight a big ass robot. And this time we can take the shortcut because we have Nahida on the team. Also, unfortunately, I don't have the Keqing skin. I didn't buy it when it was on sale, and I ain't dropping 20 USD on a skin, bro. I don't know what this is. Let's not talk about this. So rotation is probably quite similar, except this time we start with Zhongli, take a picture, make a dollhouse. Okay. Let's put one of these in. And then we're Eing again. So you can see like energy is really not a problem here at all. You pretty much just always have uptime to do whatever you want. And it's quite fun to play, being able to just instantly swap in and out of your characters. I kind of miss a more active playstyle. I feel like with some of the teams like Hyper Bloom, once you set up and you just start mashing left click, I kind of forget where I am, what I'm doing. And this just makes me feel like a little bit cooler, even though I'm doing less damage, even though technically probably could be more optimized, but it feels nice just being able to cycle through. Everyone does a little bit of their thing and you have a lot of cool animations playing. We've also got the mushroom chicken, which I'm about to turn into mushroom chicken soup. This one already has danger applied, so if you were ever to fight this, you probably have an easier time doing aggravate than any other comps. But yeah, let's have a look. So you double tap the E and you just start left clicking. Okay, I need to remember to actually press our buttons. We can do a burst in here as well. The damage is all pretty up there. Nothing in particular that's like, whoa, that's a thumbnail looking number, like 200,000, 300,000, but just DPS is good. A lot of small hits. That's what aggravate is about, which actually results in really, really good DPS overall. Okay, I mean, we can even chuck it against something like, where is Raiden? I've already forgotten where she is. And one last thing, depending on what content you're facing, if you're facing a lot of smaller enemies, maybe we could slot a Kazuha back in. And if you're versing bosses, oops, I missed that one, like this Raiden here, might be better to switch to Zhongli, and then you have more tankiness and single target damage, I guess. Where did she go? Okay, how do we break this? Oh, we're good. Oh no, I went back. I forgot how to play this character. The other good thing is you can see Thundering Fury really pop off here. I pretty much just have like the lowest E cooldown I've ever seen. I'm just literally permanently mashing, which is pretty crazy. Please don't transform. I want my Nahida E back. Please, I made a mistake. Okay. Oh, she's doing the thing. Maybe we can still hit her a little bit. Okay, never mind. She's angry. I wonder if I can break it faster with Nahida on the screen. Oh my god, dude, that just shreds her shield. Okay, who would win? A god with a giant sword and 4 arms, or a little baby? My money's on little baby. Oh, okay. Time for Keqing to shine. And then back to little baby. Okay, we should probably shield up. Okay, and her shield is fully depleted now, I think. Now we just wait for her to land. I'm gonna try to get a little closer so I can make this dollhouse. Little picture. She's gonna be weakened, and now we just go. No time for Zhongli. So you can just EEQ and then EE again, which is like kind of insane. And you look very cool doing it. Unfortunately, my Abyss has reset, so we can't fight the high-level Weenan. I'm going to be saving that content for on-stream on Twitch. If you want to join me Saturday, Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, we're going to be beating the Abyss for myself and several viewers. You can find my schedule for the stream on my community Discord, on my YouTube community page, and on Twitter. But what we can do for now is fight the Weenut's younger, weaker brother. So, let's go fight this. Also, apparently I heard that Weenut, spelled W-E, nut, is not pronounced Weenut, but I don't care because Weenut is funnier, so we shall continue calling it Weenut. Okay, even though he's weaker, it doesn't mean he's any less annoying though, unfortunately, because he keeps teleporting around, which sucks. Good thing Keqing also has a teleport. So maybe if we put it on a bird here, we can do a burst, knock him down. Whoops. Skill issue. Just ignore that. There we go. Okay, but that's pretty much it for the showcase. Maybe we'll round it out with a little bit about my thoughts. So I think overall, she's not the best character, but she's not bad. She's a lot better than she was before when she only had 2 real options, which was just a full electro damage build or a physical build. Now, Aggravate, pretty much just the best, but you can still play the other ones as well. And you can see here, like, just the amount of damage she does is absolutely absurd. And you can even use this team in the overworld. I know it's really good in single target and AoE, but just being able to run around, you have Nahida to pick stuff up, Zhongli's Pillar for overworld navigation, and Keqing for navigation as well. It's just a lot of fun to play. And for me, I think after playing Genshin for so long, a lot of the fun I derive now is no longer from biggest number equals best character. And it's more so about, okay, I mean, I could play Hyperbloom, or I could play Xiangling National for like the 8,000th time, or I'm gonna try something different. So for me, that's become a bigger priority now, and Keqing teams definitely kind of bring back that fun that I had in Genshin early on when I was first starting out. The sense that even though my number isn't the biggest, it's just nice looking cool and mashing buttons and having fun. Like, look at this. I already have my E up again. I can do this again. This person's dead. I got particles. I'm gonna burst. It's just nice, and it's a shame for her to have all these sick animations and just not really get that much use out of it. Once again, there are a lot of substitutes for this team as well, which gives to the flexibility, and I think everyone probably has one official and one Keqing copy at this point. For the Dendro, you can use Dendro MC, Nahida's getting a rerun, Beizu is coming out soon as well, so you got a lot of options there. I'm sure things like Yao Yao can also work, and for your flex, you can use Zhongli, you can use Kazuha, and all these other options as well. So pretty much the team is really flexible. Her build options are really flexible as well. Lion's Roar is a great option if you do get it from pulling it. As I lose my thought, mashing the E button, everyone's dead. But yeah, overall just a fun team to play. Damage is solid. Don't really have any complaints about it. This was probably what most Keqing mains had hoped for when she had first come out, to be this level of strength. With the release of Dendro, it's definitely solved a lot of the problems for Electro characters. I think before, people felt Electro definitively one of the worst elements, even pretty close to Geo in terms of efficiency, and only some characters like Raiden, who were just good by themselves, were good. But now Dendro actually has made Electro really powerful and potent, and I think it's something that makes a lot of these older characters like Razor, like Keqing, really viable and really good. So a very welcome change. So if you're ever experiencing a content drought or wanted to try a different kind of comp, look no further than running Aggravate Keqing. It's probably something that's available to you, and it's just a ton of fun to play. Thank you again, bullies, for making it all the way till the end of the video. Make sure to like, sub, and hit the bell if you haven't already. Really appreciate it, and it's the easiest way and a free way to support me. You can find me streaming several times a week on Twitch, like I mentioned, and you can stay up to date by joining our community Discord, following me on Twitter, or checking the YouTube community tab. I have all my socials linked below for you to check out. Love you all, bullies. Thank you so much for watching again, and until next time, take care.